have used Tinder before. So I've met up with one person. I don't think there was any expectations, but I think it was kind of implied that we were gonna hook up. It's like if my mom like knew that I was like talking to guys online and then meeting them and then like getting to know them, she probably would be like, that's like insane, that's dangerous. But like I think today that's just kind of like how it's kind of moved to be, and it's not all about just meeting people in person. For like this blind date, it's kind of like I don't know him at all, like I don't know what his expectations are. I don't have expectations whatsoever other than like getting some Ritas. So like yeah, no, I definitely don't have any expectations going into it. I'd say I'm like equally nervous but in a different way, because before it was kind of like, okay, he's kind of knows me, like hopefully I like live up to his expectations almost, whereas like now it's like I don't have any expectations for him, so I'm almost assuming he has no expectations for me. So there's nothing like I really feel like I have to meet. I'm a little worried that it's just gonna be super awkward and we're just gonna kind of be like, so, blind date, like, what's up? Like, I feel like there's only so many things we can talk about that are so like, in like, just like the introductions of each other, and then it's just gonna be kind of like, right. Actually, I feel like I don't think of myself as someone having like social anxiety or anything, but now that I think about it, I'm kind of like, oh, like, am I awkward? And so, like, I'm like questioning like how I am when I first meet people, and I'm like, oh my god, like, am I kind of awkward? Like, what am I gonna even say? Like, I feel like even like outside of like relationships, like I met my roommate online before I met her, like I met a bunch of people like through like Snapchat group chats, and like now I see them on campus and know them and like have either gotten to know them or haven't. It's almost like you feel like you know them, you feel like you've met them, but like in reality you just haven't.
Are you currently using Tinder or any form of like a dating app?
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever met up with someone that you've met through Tinder or a dating app?
No.
Okay. Have you ever met someone that you like just like, have you ever seen someone in public that you met on Tinder?
Yeah.
Did you have any like pre-expectations when you met this person of what they were like?
No.
No. So how like can you describe your experience when you met that person?
I didn't talk to her. I just saw her and I was like, oh, she's from Tinder, and that was it. I just kind of just ignored it.
Why do you use Tinder?
I mean, it's kind of like a joke, but at the same time, like, if I met somebody really cool, like, I mean, we can maybe like go on a date or something. I don't know.
Okay. Would you ever like hook up with someone through Tinder?
No.
Okay. So if you met someone on Tinder, you would personally get to know them first?
Yeah.
Can you elaborate what you mean when you say Tinder is a joke? Yeah.
That's the answer I was looking for. It's entertaining to mess with people.
Okay, so were you hesitant to go on this blind date?
No.
Okay. Why weren't you hesitant?
Because I feel like it's just kind of like I'm all for living some different experiences, and this definitely is a different experience, so I was just kind of, why not?
So how would you describe dating culture in college?
I'd say like it definitely is like a big online thing. I think, or not necessarily dating, but like I think a lot of people that like college students hook up with is through like Tinder. And then I think like as far as like dating goes, like I think just like it's very much like not like the dating culture is that like you don't really go on dates as much, and it's just kind of like hooking up and hanging out, and it's not really anything more than that, at least for like casual relationships.
And how do you feel as how that is the dating culture? Like, do you agree with that? Do you wish it was different?
I think it would be cool if it was still like people like asking each other out on dates and like going out to dinner, which I'm sure it is for like some people that are like in more serious like relationships. But like I don't have a problem with it because like I'm like, as in college, like I'm not really looking for like a boyfriend or anything, so it's just kind of like fun, and like I don't need a guy to take me to dinner.
I think this was like an abnormal way to meet someone.
I think it's definitely like one of those things you see in the movies but like doesn't actually ever happen. So yeah, I'd say pretty abnormal.
How was it when you first met? Like when he first walked in the door, was it
It wasn't awkward for me. It was just kind of like, he was like, so, like, who's my date? And I was like, that's me. Like, I'm Perry. Nice to meet you. It wasn't, like, weird. I don't think it was very weird. He might.
Are you glad that you said yes to the date?
Yeah, I think it was just, like, a cool experience. Never been on a blind date before, so.
Would you go again?
I'd go on a blind date again, maybe, yeah.
In your personal experience, do you prefer to date like online or like meet people organically?
I think I definitely prefer to meet people like organically and like through like friends of friends or like just people you know through like what you do, because I think it's like a stronger relationship you build through like becoming friends and then like something else, or maybe like you like hit it off in person and then decide to like take it elsewhere.